Every late night, teaching me something nobody knows. Gasoline dreams, I don't need the crowd. Build my whole empire quiet while the rest talk loud. 3 in the morning and the city is my office. Every street light is a cosign, every shadow is a promise that the grind don't stop for comfort, don't stop for sleep. Build my whole foundation in the hours no one keeps. Notebook full of blueprints that nobody has to see. Converting every doubt into a different kind of me. Gasoline in the veins, the engine never cold. Every sleepless night there's interest paid on future gold. Gasoline dreams, I'm burning slow. Every late night, teaching me something nobody knows. Gasoline dreams, I don't need the crowd. Build my whole empire quiet while the rest talk loud. They sleeping on tomorrow while I'm living in and now. Every problem is a puzzle and I'm figuring out how to move without permission, build without a blueprint given. Every wall they put in front of me becomes the thing I'm living. Evidence of character, resilience, will. You can't buy the kind of hunger that I carry still. Gasoline dreams don't run on validation's tank. They run on every morning that you wake up and give thanks. I don't need the spotlight, I just need to work. Every silent victory worth more than it hurts. Gasoline dreams burning long after they sleep. This the life I chose, this the life I keep. Gasoline dreams, I'm burning slow. Build my whole empire quiet, watch it grow. Gasoline dreams. Gasoline dreams. Velvet underground, that's where I stay. Too refined for daylight, built for darker days. Velvet underground, moving silence deep. The loudest ones you never hear, the realest never speak. I operate in frequencies the surface never catches. Every move deliberate, no burns without the matches lit intentionally. The timing always right. I've been conducting master classes in the art of night. Velvet on my tongue, precision in my hands. Reading every room before I make my plans. They see the product, never see the process run. Never see the years of work that went into the one. Velvet underground, that's where I stay. Too refined for daylight, built for darker days. Velvet underground, moving silence deep. The loudest ones you'll never hear, and the realest never speak. Sophistication ain't a suit, it's how you carry weight. It's knowing when to push and knowing when to wait. I've been waiting on my moment with the patience that's divine. Every door that didn't open led me straight to mine. Underground ain't underneath, it's above the noise. Too elevated for the temporary joys. Velvet touch on everything I do and say. This the kind of presence that don't wash away. Underground and thriving, never needed sun. Everything I build here, shining bright for one. Me and those who feel it, late at night alone. Velvet underground is where I'm finally home. Velvet underground, that's where I stay. Built for darker days, moving silently. Velvet underground, velvet underground. Cadillac, drumming on the roof. Every drop of memory, every puddle is the proof that I lived it, really lived it. Every mile and every mile. Rain on a Cadillac, been worth every trial. Inherited this car from someone who believed in me before I gave him any evidence or reason to. Black exterior, the interior's burgundy and warm. Sat in his same seat the night that I was born into the person that I am. The night everything changed. The night I drove 300 miles, half crazy and deranged, with grieving with a hunger that I couldn't name back then. Rain on the Cadillac was all I had, and that was 10 years ago. Look at me now, same car, different man. Still don't have all the answers, but I got a better plan. Rain on the Cadillac, drumming on the roof. Every drop of memory, every puddle is the proof that I lived it, really lived it. Every mile and every mile. Rain on the Cadillac, been worth every trial. Some people drive to get somewhere, I drive to understand the distance between who I was and where I'm trying to land. Blues guitar on the speakers, rain guitar on the roof. Two instruments in conversation, that's my kind of truth. This car has held my secrets, and my victory's the same. It's been my confessional, my studio, my claim to something real in a world that keeps on selling fake. Rain on the Cadillac, best sound I ever make. Keep this car forever. When it's gone, I'm gone. Every scratch and dent is somewhere I belong. Rain on the Cadillac, play it like a song. Been driving through my story all my whole life long. Rain on the Cadillac, drumming on the roof. Every drop of memory, every mile, the proof. Cadillac. Rain on the Cadillac. Carbon and gold, that's what I'm made of. Pressure turned the diamonds out of everything I'm afraid of. Carbon and gold, forged in the dark. You can't manufacture this. This came from the heart. They want to go without the carbon, want to shine without the fire, want the throne without the years of climbing higher, higher. I've been in the furnace long enough to understand that everything of value needs the pressure of a hand that doesn't let it go, that holds it to the flame, that believes in what is making even when it looks the same. It's nothing as failure as another dead-end road. Carbon in the making, nowhere near the gold yet, but almost feel the pressure changing state. Everything I lost is turning into something great. Carbon and gold, that's what I'm made of. Pressure turned the diamonds out of everything I'm afraid of. Carbon and gold, forged in the dark. You can't manufacture this. This came from the heart. Industrial and elegant, I carry both at once. The grit of where I came from and the grace of what I've done. With every opportunity I almost didn't take. Every morning I got up despite the stakes. Carbon in the bloodline, gold in the ambition. Every sacrifice I made was a precision. Cut, deliberate, exact, nothing wasted here. Carbon and gold is all I've been for years. Forged, not born, earned, not given. Every scar a lesson, every loss a vision. Carbon and gold, that's the formula. Pressure plus patience plus time, spectacular. Honey and poison, can't tell them apart. Both go down smooth, both go straight to the heart. Honey and poison, beautiful and wrong. The sweetest things in life don't always last that long. She walked in like a remedy and left like a disease. Had me on my knees before I even said please. Don't misread it, I'm not bitter, I'm just honest about how the most beautiful destructions come without a doubt. Wearing the face of salvation, speaking the words of hope. And you're already falling before you see the rope. Honey and poison share the same slow burn. Some lessons only come to those who need to learn. Honey and poison, can't tell them apart. Both go down smooth, both go straight to the heart. Honey and poison, beautiful and wrong. The sweetest things in life don't always last that long. I kept the good parts, let the poison work its way out of my system slowly over many days and many nights of music that I used to cauterize. The wounds that came from looking at the world through love-drunk eyes. I don't regret it, beautiful disaster, still beautiful. Every dangerous thing I love made me more dutiful to my own instincts, to my own red flags. Honey and poison, now I read the tag. Sweet enough to keep you bitter when it's done. Honey and poison, under the same sun. I'd probably do it over, knowing what I know. Some fires you just walk into, just to watch them glow. Honey and poison, can't tell them apart. Beautiful and wrong, going straight to the heart. Honey and poison, Burn bridges like the way sometimes. Gotta lose a road behind you to find better lines. Burn bridges, I don't look back now. Some connections only held me down. I figured out how. I've been accused of being cold for cutting people off, but they never saw the years I spent just trying to be soft enough, accommodating, bending, giving more than I ever had to give until I hit the floor. Burn bridges ain't destruction, they're a form of love. Love for self, the hardest kind of kindness, not enough. Talked about but rarely practiced, walking away clean from everything and everyone that didn't want the real me. Burn bridges light the way sometimes. Connections only held me down. I figured out how. The smoke rose up for days, I watched it from the other side. Felt the guilt and then the grief and then the quiet pride of knowing I could do it, knowing I could choose myself above the comfortable, familiar blues of staying where I wasn't growing, staying for the sake of history and habit in the peace I never made. Burn bridges cleared the landscape, now I see for miles. Some of my best decisions came dressed up as trials. I lit the match myself, don't try to blame the flame. Some bridges need to burn to free you from the chain. Burn bridges, dark sky, but look how far I see. Sometimes destruction is the only thing that frees. Burn bridges. Sidewalk philosopher, concrete and truth. Everything I know I learned outside, not in a booth. Sidewalk philosopher, no degree, but the street gave me an education that you cannot buy for free. I graduated from the corner, summa cum laude, watching how the world moves when it thinks nobody's watching. The way the powerful perform their power in a crowd, the way the quiet ones are building something under loud. Cover of humility, I took notes on all of it. Sat on benches, sat on stoops, absorbed every bit of information floating in the air of real life. More than any classroom ever cut with that kind of knife. Sidewalk philosopher, concrete and truth. Everything I know I learned outside, not in a booth. Sidewalk philosopher, no degree, but the street gave me an education that you cannot buy for free. I seen generosity in people with nothing left, and greeting ones with everything. That's what I witnessed first. Hand the inverse of what institutions taught. The richest human beings on the least of what gets bought. Sidewalk philosopher don't need a podium to speak. The music is the pulpit. Every bar is what I seek to transmit real signal through the noise of what's performed. Sidewalk philosopher born in the storm. No ivory tower, just the open air. No credentials, just the truth laid bare. Sidewalk philosopher, that's my degree. Everything the street taught made a better me. Sidewalk philosopher, concrete and truth. The street gave me everything I need. Sidewalk philosopher, sidewalk philosopher. Static and stars, there's the frequency, the space between the noises where I finally breathe. Static and stars, tuning in and out, finding clarity in all the things I used to doubt. Yeah, lay back on the hood of the car and face the sky. Let the static from the radio and universe collide inside my chest where everything's been tangled up for weeks. Starlight has a way of giving answers that one seeks. Not directly, more like illuminating space between the questions, showing you a more forgiving place to hold the things you don't yet understand. Static and stars, the universe is open hand. Static and stars, that's the frequency, the space between the noises where I finally breathe. Static and stars, tuning in and out, finding clarity in all the things I used to doubt. Every star is someone's dead and still they light the way. Think about that when the grief of losing hits your day. The light that reaches you departed long before, but it still arrives, still matters, still illuminates the floor of your confusion. I find comfort in that science, that even lost things carry on in quiet defiance of their ending. Static and stars, still transmitting, still arriving, still perfectly fitting. Tune the static out, find the signal clear. Everything you need is somewhere near. Static and stars, broadcasting truth. Everything I am came from looking at that you. Static and stars, that's the frequency. Space between the noises where I breathe. Static and stars, static and stars. Copper wire running through my veins, conducting all the voltage of the joy and of the pain. Copper wire, I'm wired wired different, yeah. Everything I feel it deeper, feel it better. Yeah. People always said I was too much, too intense, too in my feelings, too direct, too making too much sense of everything around me, like I couldn't just exist without dissecting every moment, adding to the list of observations, theories, patterns, things I've seen. I used to think that being wired different meant unclean. Circuit broken, faulty, needs replacing. Now I know the copper wire is what keeps me pacing ahead of what's expected, seeing what they miss. Copper wire sensitivity is what created this. Copper wire running through my veins, conducting all the voltage of the joy and of the pain. Copper wire, I'm wired different, yeah. Everything I feel it deeper, feel it better. The music hits me harder than it hits the room. Every bass line is a conversation with the gloom and with the joy. I don't distinguish anymore, I just conduct whatever voltage is at the door. Copper wire don't discriminate the current, it just carries it precisely and concurrent with everything, the beautiful, the brutal, the profound. Copper wire turns everything to sound. Why to feel it all? Why to survive? Copper wire is why I feel so alive. Don't wanna be rewired, don't want the numbness back. Copper wire carries everything I lack. Running through my veins, conducting everything, the joy and pain. Copper wire, copper wire.
Devil's bargain, signed it years ago. Traded comfort for the dream and let everything else go. Devil's bargain, some will understand. You can't build something holy with a completely clean hand. I made the deal at a crossroads in the dark. Traded safety for the music, traded sleep for the spark. Something that I couldn't name, but knew I had to chase, even when the cost of it was showing on my face. Lost relationships to late nights, lost security to art, lost the version of myself that played it safe from the start. Devil's bargain, but I'd make it every time, because what I got in return was this, these words, this rhyme. Devil's bargain, signed it years ago. Traded comfort for the dream and let everything else go. Devil's bargain, some will understand. You can't build something holy with a completely clean hand. Every artist at the table knows exactly what I mean. The cost of making something real that's never just been seen before. You pay in ways the audience will never know. The private price of every public show. The devil doesn't want your soul, he wants your peace of mind. The quiet evenings and the 9 to 5 designed to keep you comfortable enough to not create. Devil's bargain is just choosing art over that fate. I'd sign again, same pen, same line. Every sacrifice was already mine. devil's bargain.
Ivory Keys, Ivory Keys, telling all my secrets tonight. Every note a confession in the low blue light. Ivory Keys, the only honest thing in a world of surfaces, the truth the piano brings. My grandmother had a piano in the room nobody used, covered it in photographs and everything she never chose to talk about directly. Grief lives on piano lids, in houses where the adults hide the hard stuff from the kids. I used to lift those photographs and press the keys alone, before I knew that music was the only way I'd own my own emotions, process, understand, release. Ivory Keys have been my therapist and priest. Ivory Keys, telling all my secrets tonight. Every note a confession in the low blue light. Ivory Keys, the only honest thing in a world of surfaces, the truth the piano brings. Now I carry all of that into the music that I make. Every Rhodes piano chord is something real at stake. Not performance excavation, going down to find the thing beneath the thing that's living in the mind. Ivory Keys don't lie, they just resonate with whatever truth you bring to them. However late you come to the instrument, however long you wait, Ivory Keys will meet you there. That's what makes them great. Play it slow, let the chords sustain. Every note I hold is someone else's name. Ivory Keys, for everyone who hurts. In the silence after music is where healing works. Telling all my secrets, every note of truth I couldn't speak. Ivory Keys, Ivory Keys. Rust and revival, that's the story of me. Everything that broke down built me up eventually. Rust and revival, from the wreckage I rose. That's the only kind of comeback that anybody knows. I've been an abandoned building in a part of town where nobody invests and everybody's counting down the days until demolition. I was that close to being torn completely down and giving up as ghosts. But something in the structure held some core remains, some foundation underneath the rust and acid rain of every year I spent convinced that I was done. Rust and revival, I became the rising one. Rust and revival, that's the story of me. Everything that broke down built me up eventually. Rust and revival, from the wreckage I rose. That's the only kind of comeback that anybody knows. Revival isn't sudden, it's a slow reclaim of every part of yourself you let go out of shame or fear or exhaustion from the weight of being real. And the word that keeps on asking you to cover up the feel of everything authentic. Rust protects the iron underneath it. Some something's always worth the trying. One more time, one more year, one more reason. Rust and revival is a permanent season. From the rust, something stronger grew. Every broken thing led me back to truth. Revival isn't loud, it's quiet and it's slow. Rust and revival, that's how legends go. Oh, rust and revival, that's the story of me. From the wreckage, watch me rise, rust and revival. Rust and revival. Moonlit cadence, everything in time. The moon don't rush, is rising. Neither do I climb. Moonlit cadence, slow and sure and deep. The best things in this life don't come to those who sleep. Through the process, there's a rhythm to the universe that most people miss, because they're moving too fast to feel a night like this. Moon above the city like it owns the sky. Not aggressive, just completely sure of why. Is there no explanation, no performance, just presence? I've been studying the moon for lessons, and how to occupy your space without apology. Moonlit cadence, that's my methodology. Moonlit cadence, everything in time. The moon don't rush, is rising, neither do I climb. Moon don't rush, is rising, neither do I climb. Moonlit cadence, slow and sure and deep. The best things in this life don't come to those who sleep. Cadence is the pattern underneath the song, the heartbeat of the music, been there all along. Even when you couldn't hear it through the noise, the moonlit cadence holding steady underneath the voice of everything that told you that you weren't enough, that told you slow was weakness, that the path was tough. For those who wouldn't hurry, moonlit cadence says, take your time, the tide comes in regardless of the days. Moon don't ask permission, moon don't need applause. Moonlit cadence moving by its own natural laws. I've been learning from it. Every night I look up, moonlit cadence filling every empty cup. Moonlit cadence, everything in time. Slow and sure and deep, that's how I rise. Moonlit cadence, moonlit cadence.
I pray on asphalt now. Found my congregation in the city. Found out how to worship in the margins, where the steeples never reach. Concrete songs, the streets have more to teach. I learned about forgiveness from a man who had nothing left to give except his story, and he gave it with his breath. On a corner in December to a stranger passing by. That stranger was a younger me who didn't know why. He needed what he heard that day, the sermon of the real, the gospel of survival, how the broken people heal. Not in institutions built for those who haven't figured, but in parking lots and doorways where the truth is delivered. I pray on asphalt now. Found my congregation in the city. Found out how to worship in the margins, where the steeples never reach. Concrete songs, the streets have more to teach. Sacred is not marble, sacred is not gold. Sacred is the story that the beaten still can hold together long enough to pass to somebody new. Concrete psalms are how the broken make it through. I put them in the music because music is the church that never closed its doors, never said you weren't worth the grace of being heard, the grace of being felt. Concrete psalms for every hand that's ever been dealt. Amen on the corner, amen on the block, amen in the music, playing round the clock. Concrete songs forever, rising from the ground. The most sacred things are the ones that can't be found in the expected places. Concrete songs. I pray on the asphalt now. Streets taught me everything I know. Concrete songs, concrete songs. Faded photographs, faces I still know. Everyone in them has somewhere else to go. Faded photographs, time don't ask permission, just takes what it takes with quiet precision. Yeah. Found a box of them while cleaning out the room. Every face a different chapter of a different doom. Or joy, they're interchangeable in retrospect. Every moment's joy becomes the thing you can't protect from passing. I sat down on the floor for half an hour, going through the decades, feeling both the sweet and sour of every person frozen in the moment that believed in its own permanence. That's the coolest thing conceived. Faded photographs, faces I still know. Everyone in them has somewhere to go. Faded photographs, time don't ask permission, just takes what it takes with quiet precision. There's a photo of a version of me smiling wide. It's something I no longer can remember from inside that day, but my whole body in the image knows it's something good the body always shows. I keep that photo near me as a letter from the past, saying you were happy, it was real, it's built to last. Not in the moment, in the person that it made. Faded photographs, but nothing really fades. Keep
the photographs keep every face, every faded moment holds its place. And who you are now, who you're gonna be, faded photographs are how we stay free of forgetting. Faded photographs, faces I still know. Nothing really fades, it just becomes the glow.
King of nothing, crown and empty throne, built a whole kingdom out of being on my own. King of nothing, but the nothing's mine.
Took me years to understand that empty can be fine.
I used to want the whole room look in my direction. Used to chase the validation like a drug, the affection of strangers, of an audience, of anyone who'd say that what I made was worth the making. Every single day I perform myself for approval. I didn't need king of nothing is what happens when you finally freed yourself from the performance and the need to be confirmed by outside sources as legitimately me. King of nothing, crown and empty throne, built the whole kingdom out of being on my own. King of nothing, but the nothing's mine. Took me years to understand that empty can be fine. The throne is in the music, and the late night in the page, and the 3 a.m. creation in the quiet sacred stage of my own making. No one in the audience required. King of nothing is the only title I desire. Once I understood that nothing was completely mine, no committee, no committee's approval on the line. No one to disappoint, no one to impress. King of nothing, I confess, is happiness.
Empty throne, but I sit tall. King of nothing, king of all the things that matter when the show is done. King of nothing,
I'm the only one I need to be.
that's everything. King of nothing.
King of nothing. Telephone blues ringing in my chest. Said everything I needed to, but never said the rest. Telephone blues, distance on the line. Some conversation needed more than words and more than time. I've been practicing this call for about a week. Every time I get to dialing, I forget to speak the thing I actually mean. I say the surface thing, the weather of my feelings, not the winter or the spring underneath them. I've been talking to your voicemail more than I ever talked to you when we were close before. Telephone blues is what you get when the real communication got replaced by the performance of communication. Telephone blues ringing in my chest. Said everything I needed to, but never said the rest. Telephone blues, distance on the line. Some conversation needed more than words and more than time. My grandfather called every Sunday, same time, same phrase, asked the same 4 questions for what felt like 1,000 days. And I was young and irritated by the ritual. Now I give everything to hear it, everything residual of who he was is in those calls I half paid attention to. Telephone blues is what you leave the people who love you when you're too distracted or too proud to say the real thing. Say it now while you're loud. Pick it up, say the real thing, not the weather or what you're feeling. Telephone blues, cured by honesty. Call the people while they're still there to see. Telephone blues, ringing in my chest. Some things needed saying, say the rest. Telephone blues, telephone blues. After hours empire, built when the world's asleep. Every brick I lay at midnight, every promise that I keep. After hours empire, no one sees the work. That's exactly how I want it. In the dark is where it hurts into something. Into something. The empires worth having were all built after dark. Every dynasty of substance started with a spark that nobody witnessed in the privacy of will. Before the celebration and the recognition, still unknown to anyone but you and your ambition. Every late night is a board meeting, every decision made in silence is a company directive. After hours empire, that's my perspective. After hours empire, woo! Built when the world's asleep. Every brick I lay at midnight, every promise that I keep. After hours empire, no one sees the work. That's exactly how I want it. In the dark is where it hurts into something. Into something. Let them have the morning with their meetings in their light. I do my best construction in the architecture of night. After hours is when the real negotiations happen between myself and every dream I've been imagining happens. Deal gets done, the handshake is internal. After hours empire running in the eternal. Now of 2 a.m., of 3 or 4. After hours empire always building more. No, we've been cutting, no announcement made. After hours empire, built in the shade of everyone who said the timing wasn't right. I built a whole empire just to prove them wrong tonight. After hours empire, built when you're asleep. Watch what midnight builds. Watch what darkness keeps. After hours empire. After hours empire. Borrowed time. That's all we ever have. Every second is a loan we didn't ask to have. borrowed time, so I spend it on the real, not on what looks good, but everything I feel. Yeah. I stopped making plans that stretched beyond the year. Started paying more attention to what's actually here in front of me. The people and the music in the night, the conversation and the meal, the ordinary light of everyday existence that we scroll right past, looking for the extraordinary that never lasts. As long as the mundane, the borrowed time is now not the destination but the in-between somehow. Borrowed time, that's all we ever had. Every second is a loan we didn't ask to have. Borrowed time, so I'll spend it on the real, not on what looks good, but everything I feel. Borrowed time means every person in your life is a temporary gift. The husband and the wife, the friend who calls on Tuesdays, the parent getting old. Every borrowed moment more precious than the gold. We spend our borrowed time pursuing endlessly. Borrowed time is finite and it's finally freed me from the unimportant, from the urgent but not real. Borrowed time is everything I have to feel. Spend it on the people, spend it on the art, spend it on the music, spend it on the heart of everything that matters. When the loan comes due, borrowed time is all we have. Make it count, make it true. Borrowed time, that's all we ever had. Spending every second on the real. Borrowed time, borrowed time. Last cigarette, burning to the end. Every night concludes, every message gets to send. Last cigarette, grateful for the night. Everything I live today is worth the fading light. There's a ceremony to the ending of a thing, the last track on the album, what the final verses bring, the closing of a chapter, the last night in a place. The particular and unrepeatable grace of something being final. I've learned to honor that, to sit inside the ending instead of turning back to what already happened, what I could have done. Last cigarette is how you thank the setting sun. Last cigarette burning to the end. Every night concludes, every message gets to send. Last cigarette, grateful for the night. Everything I live today is worth the fading light. I've been the kind of person who held on too long to situations, places, in the outro of a song, afraid that when it ends there won't be something new. Last cigarette taught me that's just never true. The ending is the promise of another start, not immediately but eventually. The art of patience is in trusting that the cycle will return. Last cigarette burns out so the next one can burn. Thank the night for holding
Thank the dark for teaching. Thank the music playing. Thank the moment passing. Last cigarette. Exhale and release. Everything I needed, I already received. Last cigarette. Burning to the end. Grateful for the night. Grateful for what's been. Last cigarette. See you when the darkness falls again.